Oh my demigod, have you heard the news about Zeus's lightning bolt being stolen? Not a single person in all of Olympus has seen it, and Zeus is not as happy as all the campers are over at Camp Half-Blood. Word on the street is a new camper, Percy Jackson, is on the hunt all over the United States for the bolt with two of his friends. Apparently, he is the son of Poseidon, but there's absolutely no way he could be, since the big three made that pact forever ago to not have any more children. Whatever the case is with that Percy kid, Zeus needs his lightning bolt back before the summer solstice, or the whole underworld is going to break loose. And today I'm going to be talking to you about Rick Riordan's Percy Jackson and the Olympians, the Lightning Thief. This is Riordan's first installment in his series, and we follow Percy, who is currently 12 years old, living in New York, and he's been kicked out of not one, not two, but six schools. He is just struggling with ADHD and dyslexia, so school is a task that he has to overcome daily, but he just can't seem to get over that obstacle. He is currently in attendance at a private boarding school with his best friend Grover, and their friendship is like no other. Percy's home life is not that great either. He was raised by a single mother because his father abandoned him and her before he was even born. Percy really struggles with this abandonment, and we get to dive deeper into that in this book. On a class field trip, Percy finds out that Zeus's lightning bolt was stolen, but at first he doesn't understand because Zeus is just this mythological god. He's not real. But Grover has to eventually tell him that he's not just his best friend, he's his satyr protector. And I'll insert a picture of a satyr right here, so you have a picture of Grover. And we get to just see Percy's life, his true self, unravel. Grover brings him back to his mom, who tells Percy that he is not just this normal kid. He's a demigod, and his father is Poseidon. Grover takes Percy back to Camp Half-Blood, which is a camp where demigods learn to harness their powers and fight off the demented people in the underworld and trying to overthrow the big three. Percy becomes friends with Annabeth. She is someone who he thinks that is not going to be a friend at the get-go, but they end up forming this really great trio, Grover, Percy, and Annabeth. And they take on the task of finding Zeus's lightning bolt and returning it back to him before the summer solstice. This book really kicked off my independent reading. I remember reading this with my mom at night because she was getting her master's, and this was one of the required readings, and I could not wait to read it at night. I had to read it during the day, and so I kind of took over the task of reading it, and I just got hooked immediately, and I know you will too. In this book, you will join Percy and Annabeth and Grover as they travel all across the United States to find the bolt and return it to Zeus. And I just know that y'all will love it as much as I will, as much as I do, I'm sorry. And so, will Percy find the lightning bolt and return it to Zeus, or will all of Hades break loose? Read the book to see.